Hello everybody. This is GGS Nageswar Rao, lecturer diet Bhivanapatnam. Welcome to my class. Today's class is regarding framing simple English sentences using pictures. The objectives of today's session are interaction based on a given picture, eliciting words and sentences through interaction, arranging the elicited sentences in a meaningful order. Before we start eliciting sentences from a picture, let us see some sentences about a given picture. Here is a picture and some sentences. Please go through the sentences. All the sentences are related to the picture. Here, each sentence is an idea. When we display a picture like this in the classroom, normally children develop some thinking. Lot of thoughts will be generated in their minds. So in their mind, the child thinks a girl, that means he or she wants to say there is a girl. Similarly, if the child says an umbrella, that means he may say there is an umbrella, or the girl is holding an umbrella. Similarly, if the child comes out with the word pilli pilla, that means he wants to say that there is a kitten. Sometimes the child may say an expression in Telugu, bah, a godugi enta bagundo. So if the child says like that, as a teacher we need to say, yes, the umbrella is beautiful. It is very colorful. Do you like that umbrella? So such type of questions, such type of expressions are useful to interact. So in the very beginning, we need to elicit the naming words, the action words, so that we can frame simple sentences like this. See, when we observe this picture, normally sentences like a boy, a girl, a kitten, an umbrella, raining. So here all the words are used in the form of sentences. A girl is holding an umbrella in her right hand. Similarly, in next sentence, she is holding the umbrella in her right hand. So if we observe all these sentences, here we have used unknowingly the definite articles, indefinite articles, pronouns, prepositions, reflexive pronouns, and action words, verbs, etc. If you see the sentence wise, we have used sentence structures like there is, she is, it is. So in this way, when we give practice of certain sentences to the children, before we encourage them to say sentences about the picture, this will be an input for the children. This leads to further thinking. Now let us take another picture and let us see how to elicit sentences from that. So before we go to the next picture, we need to keep certain things in mind. If we want to elicit the place, persons and actions, we need to ask some questions. So these questions are useful as a part of interaction. What is going on? Who are there? Where is the action taking place? So answers for these questions will give us the naming words and action words. If we ask questions like how are the characters, for example, how is the girl, how is the umbrella, how is the kitchen, that means by using these questions we can elicit some describing words. So whatever it may be, whether it is a naming word or action word or a describing word, children will normally have such ideas in their mind. For them, a word or a phrase or a sentence is an idea. So if they say a word, then we need to say it aloud in the form of a sentence. Now observe this picture. Let us see how many sentences can we frame by using this picture. So whenever we display this picture, thoughts will be generated in the minds of the children. Like children, boys, girls, playing, boats, paper boats, shouting, a puppy, a kitten, rain. So all these words or phrases are ideas. Sometimes children may also say in mother tongue. పిల్లలు కాగితం పడవలు వదులుతున్నారు. So if the child says పిల్లలు కాగితం పడవలు వదులుతున్నారు, as a teacher we need to say some children are floating paper boats. So saying a word or a phrase or a sentence in English for the word which is told by children in Telugu, we call it as megaphoning. Because children may not have enough words or expressions to say in English. So they may say in Telugu, ఇద్దరు పిల్లలు అరుస్తున్నారు. If they say that sentence, ఇద్దరు పిల్లలు అరుస్తున్నారు, we need to say, yes, two children are shouting. A boy and a girl are shouting. We need to say one or two sentences to express the same idea in English. So without translating, saying the same idea in English is called megaphoning. So let us see what words can we elicit by using this picture. So this is the list of the words that we can elicit. So in this way, if we divide the words that we elicit under different categories like naming words, action words, describing words, we can encourage the children to frame sentences either by using a naming word or an action word or a describing word, or sometimes we can encourage the children to frame sentences by clubbing a naming word and an action word. See, from this table, you take one example. For example, you take the word children, you take the word floating, you take the word paper boats. So we can frame a sentence like some children are floating paper boats. But children will also say sentences like girls float paper boats, boys float paper boats. So they cannot say the sentences in complete form. So in order to encourage them to say the sentences in complete form, we need to say the sentences. Through practice, they will also come out with complete sentences. Now let us see what are the expected sentences by using this picture. See here, in this way, we need to categorize the board into three parts, three columns. The first column, we need to write the naming words, and in the right column, we need to write the action words. We need to give more space in the middle part so that we can write the sentences there. So here, for each sentence, you can find a word either in the left column or on the right column. And if you see the sentences here, all the sentences are in an order. Sometimes it may not be in the same order, but again we need to arrange them in order so that all the ideas will be intact. So here, if you observe these sentences, here some structures are practiced, like there is, there are, they are. So in a single class, we can at least use 2 or 3 sentences. We need to focus, not more than that. But if you read the sentences, each sentence is an idea and every sentence is connected with the next sentence. So if the sentences are logically connected, then it will be remembered by them easily. So such logical sequence will help the children to understand more. Now, continuation of the sentences. See, so here these are the sentences. So in this way, if we want to elicit sentences from the children, first we need to display the picture. So before eliciting or writing the words on the board, we need to talk to the children. We need to initiate the interaction. We need to pose some questions. By posing the relevant questions, we need to elicit the words. So through elicitation, we need to write the words on the board like this. And after writing the words, we can also write the sentences like this. So when we write the sentences like this, we need to take care of the naming words on one side and action words on another side. By using the set of naming words and action words, we can frame the sentences like this. So in this way, we need to frame sentences by using a picture. So in the next class, we will see one more picture, and we will also see what tasks are suitable after eliciting sentences from the children. Thank you, one and all.